What's up? My name is Andre Woods, and this is my faith story. So there's two people that kind of influenced my faith. The first one is my grandma. And this is my grandma. She was a really big factor in my faith. She kind of taught me on just everything, like love, God, and I feel like I can always go to her if I have questions. So what is your favorite Bible verse?
Well, my favorite Bible verse is Romans 8:38 and 39, which basically says there's nothing in all creation that will separate us from the love of God in Jesus Christ our Lord. And that's assurance for me. The reason I like it, because it's assurance that I'm a child of God and nothing that I can do or anyone else can do can change that. Well, I pray. I go to church. I have a lot of Christian friends, and we have some good conversations around faith.
Why do you feel that that's important in your faith?
Well, I think it's important to have friends who are Christian, and it's important to go to church and every Sunday just have that reminder of what faith is and to praise God and realize all He's done for you. And also nature. Nature is, undeniably God in nature, and that's always very influential in my life.
Who taught you all about your faith and kind of changed you or inspired you about your faith?
It's not, in my life, it's not one particular person. It's kind of like it takes a whole village to raise a child, and it's taken there are lots of different factors in my life at different ages in my life and different times, life events. But it starts with parents, one of the biggest influence, and then probably Sunday school teachers, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and then of course the Bible studies and many wonderful pastors that have come in and out of my life.
The second one is also my mom. So what do you do today to keep your faith going?
I think just by remembering to be thankful for things that we have, showing other people that you're a Christian by things that you do and the way you treat people.
And what have you taught me throughout the years about Christ?
Well, I think just by having it be part of your life ever since you were born. You were baptized, when you were a couple months old. You've gone to Sunday school from age 2 when you couldn't be left alone in the class, and I had to teach Sunday school, all the way up through now when you're going to decide to take your confirmation of faith.
Why did you decide that faith is a good thing for me in the beginning of my years? So why did you believe to take me to church and everything? Why do you think it was a good thing?
Because Dad and I were going to church. We were both raised as Christians. I think I had a history of it, and I wanted you and your sister to have the same, history, same background. If it's always part of your life, it's something you could keep growing with, and as you learn new things and you make up your own mind. But if we provided it as when you're a baby and all through your childhood, I think eventually you end up making your own decision about things.
And my mom also influenced me by, just taking me to church and showing me that she cared about the different churches that we go to, because I went to a lot of different, I used to go to a lot of different churches, and it always switch out like, this one was too big, but there was no one at this one, you know what I mean? So once I did that, it kind of just helped. Let me tell you the story. So I guess there was this kid that was kind of like messing with me and bullying me a lot, and like he basically like just like always said stuff to me. I mean, sometimes it wasn't really physical, but he mainly just said a lot of mean stuff to me. And basically, one time around 7th grade, he came up to me and he's like, oh, here, he gave me this invitation to his birthday party at this hotel. And I guess I went to the hotel, and then I guess we were kind of friends around then. We started being friends, and then I was friends with his friends, and I guess that happened. But that summer I asked him, I was like, okay, well, why'd you be friends with me? Why'd you want to be friends with me? I thought you hated me, you're always bullying me and everything. And I guess he kind of went, well, my mom, like, I came home, I was pissed at you all this day, I was mad, I didn't know what to do, so I went home and talked to my mom about it, and my mom said, well, in the Bible it says, love your enemies as your friends. So I guess he kind of took that and, like, made me his friend just to see what would happen, you know. What I do to keep my faith going is I come down to this park, and I come down to this park by the lake, as you guys can see. And I just go for a walk. I sit down here and I just think about stuff. If I'm stressed out, if I'm even happy, if anything, I just come down here to the lake and I just think. And the reason I come down to the park, you're like, well, why don't you just listen to music? Why don't you do this and that? The park is nature, and like my grandma said, it's like nature. God made all this. So that's why I come down here.
One little saying that I read somewhere along the line lots and lots of years ago, and it comes to mind very, very often in my life, and it said something like, do you feel God is far away? Guess who moved?